Right, finally set the Galaxy Fold up. It's got a SIM card in, everything, it's all up and running. Quite impressed with the way that you connect your other phone, your old phone, iPhone in my case. I had a lead anyway, which was a USB-C to Apple Lightning cable. So I plugged it all in, and not only did it copy every single one of my apps across and everything else I needed to, which I was quite impressed with, it was also fast charging my phone at the same time. So let me just turn that down a little bit. So I mean that impressed me quite a bit. So I kept enough power in both phones. It probably took about half an hour. Used quite a bit of battery on the Fold, but that was charging the other phone at the same time, as well as doing the data transfer. The Fold did get quite hot, but there was no warnings or anything saying, you know, warning phone too hot or anything like that. I did also notice I have got a SanDisk charger hard drive type thing, and it fast charges absolutely perfectly on there. It was charged within an hour from about 40%, I think, was left over after I was messing about with it last night. One of the main reasons why I have gone back over to Samsung, I was going to say in the last video, is because back when they brought the iPhone 5 out, it was a phone that Steve Jobs never wanted to put out on the market just because of the form factor of the screen. I never particularly liked it. I don't think it was a very nice phone. The 4 was okay because it was the right size screen for the width and everything of that phone and the time the phone was there around on the market. The 5 just sort of broke it for me, so I ended up going for a Samsung S3. I think it was an S3 Plus. I had that for quite a while till they brought the 6s out, and that's when Apple got me back on side. So I quite liked the idea of that. The size of the screen was really nice, but from the 6 not much has really changed right up until my last phone was an iPhone 11 Pro Max. Not a bad phone, not a bad looking phone, but nothing groundbreaking at all. It's, yeah, you've got better cameras, but the cameras are never ever going to be perfectly fantastic. They're never going to be like an SLR quality, no matter how many pixels you shove in there, unless you start putting bigger sensors in. And then you start putting bigger sensors in, the phones start getting bigger, they start getting thicker. So again, I've decided to go over to Samsung because I really don't like the 12. The 12 just reminds me of the iPhone 5 all over again. With the big square sides, it just makes the phone look really old. It looks perfectly good on the iPads because that's the right sort of form factor I think that it should be on. But as for the phone, it just looks horrible. It might work a lot better than the well, no, it doesn't. I mean, bench tests for between the 11 and the 12 very minimal, so you're not really gaining a lot by getting that phone, and I just don't think they're doing anything innovative at the moment. I waited for Apple Glass. That was, I know that we've had the pandemic thing and everything there, but that was meant to come out, I think it was originally last October, and then it got put back again, and there's nothing else has been said about it really. I've not seen anything anywhere. Was looking forward to that, but as it's not there, I've just gone Galaxy Fold, and yeah, it works absolutely perfectly. The Face ID, absolutely flawless. A lot faster than the Face ID on the iPhone. I've had issues with that. It's not just me, I know quite a lot of people. I end up opening it with a passcode. This if it doesn't recognise your face, I've not had it not recognise my face once yet, you've got a fingerprint scanner on the side, so you can open it that way, and then if that fails, you can then go with your PIN code that you've put in. So that works absolutely brilliantly. What I'm really impressed with, I mean, I'd be quite happy with a phone with this form factor and half the size of this, because that, to me, I know you lose a bit of screen on the outside, but to hold, absolutely perfect. I know it's the lower res screen on there, sorry I haven't set that bit up yet. All my apps are in there, everything works. All I've got to do is just pop in my passwords again, because obviously they're not going to transfer from Apple. That's something that Apple would never let anyone do, I don't think. The only thing that's a little bit annoying is I've got to swap my watch again. This is currently connected to my home Wi-Fi, so it's not an issue. I do like the Galaxy watches. I've had one before, they do work just as well, if not better, than the Apple Watch, but I will probably have a good look round on the market to see what else is out there now, because I haven't had a look for Android based watch for a long time. Yeah, we open the fold up, back to, yes, it's got a crease in there, but to be quite honest, when you've got it in a bright mode, let's put on, what's got a bright mode on, because there you go, it's just the news. You cannot see, if it's directly in front of you and no reflective light on there, you cannot see that fold there. You can just feel it. That's about it. Nothing else. Oh, sorry, there we go. Oh. I haven't quite worked out everything on it yet, but it's a fantastic phone. It looks great. You pull it out your pocket and people wonder what it is. You open it up. I've got a friend at work that's got the older version, and people want one. They're just absolutely fantastic. Let's so I'm just getting used to the placement of where my apps are on here. Let's pop on YouTube. Come on, let's go into the library, go into some of my videos. Nothing exciting on there. This is my other channel, I believe. This is a Lamborghini Urus. You get that full video at the top, and then you get all of your bits and pieces that you can still scroll through at the bottom. You can chat back to, you know, I don't know if they still do that on here. We used to better put comments and stuff on there. I'm sure they do. Yeah, no comments on that one. It's a damaged Urus. Urus I was following through Bournemouth. Had a buckled front wheel and some damage to the front wheel arches. Sort of missing part of the wheel arch as well, so very expensive repair bill that chap's got. But in all, it's an absolutely fantastic phone. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it whatsoever. It's marvellous. I'm probably going to have this for a little while until Apple bring a folding phone out. They've got lots of patents for folding glass, so I don't understand why they haven't stepped into the market. Unless they're trying to figure out a non-creaseless phone, which I don't think anyone else has managed to figure out yet. If they do, I will probably give that a go as well. Got lots of little notifications come up the side there. I've got a WhatsApp message, a TikTok. Oh, it's just gone onto that. You can choose what sort of screen. It does any and everything you want and everything, and it's a small tablet. It's absolutely fantastic. And if I found out anything new that I've discovered on it that I need to share with you, I will pop another video up. I also did buy this case. I can't remember what it is now. A Ringy case, fits absolutely perfectly. The only little gripe I do have, the front edge does have not the front edge, this back edge. Is it the back edge? Yeah, the back edge has a little tiny, I would almost say sticker part, but it's not. It's more of a one of those, like the things you get to, the sticky pads you get to clean the phones, the ones that you can wash. It's almost like that, so it doesn't actually full on fix to the phone, but I think they should have put one on this edge as well here, because there is a little tiny bit of movement there. But other than that, absolutely fantastic case, fits perfectly, and it protects all the areas, obviously, except for the hinge, because obviously that's got to move out of the way and do its business to work. but when it's open at the back, it's completely sealed off and it looks part of the phone. You know, it's a good little case, and I do recommend it. It wasn't that expensive off of Amazon. I'll say it again, Rinky, I think that's how you say it. I'll try and see if you can see that on the camera, but that's it there, and it's absolutely fine. Got no problems with the case. It makes the phone feel a little bit more sturdy, a little bit easier to hold because it's less slippy. So without the case, it does feel a little fragile. You feel like you're going to damage it, and you're going to drop it, which is something you don't really want to do. We've got a little hole punch camera instead of the big camera that you used to get on the older phone, you know, with the big slide bit pulled out of the side. Let's put it back onto YouTube because you can see it up there. Little hole punch camera. I've got no problems with that. That's fine with me as well. 5 cameras in all. One on the inside, one on the outside. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and obviously you've got your light there as well. And even they're only 12 megapixel cameras. I am a photographer as well, so I do know my bits and pieces. The pictures I'm getting out of this absolutely destroy the iPhone 11 Max Pro Max, which I've got. I was mucking about with it earlier. The zoom lens, really close, and then you can 10 times zoom it again, and it still keeps a lot of the clarity in the digital zoom. It's absolutely fantastic. So the selfie cameras, yeah, they are what they are. I mean, they still take fantastic pictures. I've got no problem with them. They're just as good as what they are on the iPhone Pro Max 11. Yeah, I recommend you go out and get yourself one, unless you're a person that drops your phone a lot, which then I probably wouldn't recommend it, or if you're working in some kind of warehouse environment. So if you do work in a warehouse environment, not the sort of phone you'd put in your pocket and carry around, because I do think it's a bit too fragile for that. But then again, so the iPhones, you'll probably end up getting a smashed screen on an iPhone. This has got a little bit more protection for your inside screen, but your outside screen might get damaged, and also your hinge. So if you do work in that sort of environment, I recommend popping it in a locker, something like that. Okay, thank you very much for watching my video. Like and subscribe. Bye bye.